Glenn, Virat Kohli will be playing his 300th ODI tomorrow. Is he somebody that you've sort of admired over the years? Would you followed him?
Obviously, he's an incredible player. And to know him a little bit personally myself is awesome. He's obviously an incredibly hard worker, and what he's done for the sport, but also for Indian cricket, and also people coming through the game as youngsters now is absolutely fantastic. And I think his legacy going forward will be remembered for a long time, inspiring a lot of people. And 200 ODIs, that's a big feat, especially in today's age where one day cricket isn't played as often as it used to be. So it's really cool for him.
I'm just saying jokingly, any particular glue stick you use because you are taking some amazing catches? Is it hard work? Is it reflexes? What is that?
I think a great deal of luck comes involved. I wish I could say that I've got a special little glue tag that I use, but unfortunately that's not the case. If anything, my palms are more sweaty than anything else. So, it's obviously comes down to a lot of hard work and doing the basics as much as I can, and then sometimes luck just plays a good part in it.
Glenn, just want to ask that were there any discussions when you guys are watching the India games here? Do you have any kind of communications about the wicket, about the combinations India were going with, three spinners and the pacers? You guys were, backing three pacers. So can you talk us through that and any concerns on Kane Williamson? I know that he's a very big player, but hasn't scored yet.
Did you watch the Tri Series?
No, just overall this.
Then there's your point. Obviously, he scored 130 odd not out there, and he scored 60, and then he scored a 40 odd. So I don't think he's a problem. But in terms of scouting and things going on, we obviously have our game plans that we have coming up against India. They're an incredibly strong side, and they pretty much have all their bases covered. So for us, I guess it's about looking at the pitches and the results that have just gone by recently. Obviously, it's playing a little bit slow, and there's obviously a good deal of turns. So I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. They've got three quality spinners, and I guess for us, we obviously have a lot of all-rounders as well as our top bowling lineup. So we do have a lot of bases covered regardless of the situation that we're going to be facing against.
Any particular reason that New Zealand is being so consistent in the last 2 years?
I think it comes down to, firstly, our team culture. It's all about giving to each other and a cause that's bigger than our own. And then I think it also comes down to the boys sticking to their processes individually. We obviously have a lot of trust in each other, and we all play our games differently. And I think when we go out in the middle, we trust our mate next to us to be able to do what they train to do. They put in the work, and they trust me to put in my work. And from there, we go out there and I guess can build that relationship on the field and to be able to give to each other no matter what. I guess that builds a great team environment. And then, cricket's obviously a funny game. The results sometimes don't go your way, but I think we've created a nice sort of consistent platform for us to build from.
Ever since Mike Atherton and Nasser Hussain's podcast went viral, there's been a lot of talk about India having an unfair advantage due to being in one venue. You yourselves have flown from Pakistan to here. Has there been any talk about this in the dressing room? I mean, are you focusing on that at all? What are your thoughts on it?
No, for us, there's no focus on anything like that. Obviously, a tournament draw is what it is, and we have a no excuses mindset to be able to come out to a tournament. You're dealt the hand that you're dealt, and the facts of the matter is India has been dealt that hand, and we've been dealt our hand, and we're never going to complain about what we get, and we'll just do the best with what we've got.
Is this seemingly inconsequential game gives like a catch-22 situation for the captains? Do you want to keep the momentum going on without changing the playing 11, or do you think that back-to-back matches, not too many days before the semi-final, how do you deal with that kind of situation as a captain?
Well, I guess if you look at rain being a factor in Pakistan at the moment, and no particular days for playing a game that's rained off, there is a reserve day. Oh, how good! Obviously finishing in the top spot goes with a great deal of confidence going into the semi-finals. But at the end of the day, we always in a tournament like this go out to win every game possible, and momentum is a strange thing in cricket, especially. So, we're obviously going to go out there, play every ball as it comes, but put our best forward no matter what.
So you guys have been playing in Pakistan, like the tri-series and the first two games of the league stages. So now those conditions were a bit different compared to the conditions over here, as you have mentioned in the, while answering a few of the other questions. So how important is that acclimatization process will be, because you guys haven't, this will be your first game on this pitch?
I think the beauty of Pakistan is every pitch we've played on has been significantly different to the last, and I think that's been great preparation for us coming over to Dubai, knowing that the pitch is going to be different again. We've had a lot of different situations. We've had balls that have spun, we've had surfaces that have been flat and fast, boundaries that are small. Obviously, this ground presents itself with a different challenge of being potentially a little bit slower, more void of grass, and maybe slightly slower outfield. So I think we pride ourselves on trying to be as adaptable as possible. It doesn't necessarily mean everything is foolproof and that we're always going to come out on top, but I feel like we've got a lot of bases covered, and as I said, we give to each other no matter what. So to be able to come to a new situation and a new environment, we rise up to the challenge and we always fight no matter what.